name is Nike Davis Okundaye.
I'm Chino Obiagwu, Falale Olukani,
Lady Ngozi Akonde,
Ledap,
Chinze Oshogbo.
Being a woman is very, very big responsibility.
It's amazing what we have to go through, the things that we go through, and yet we're able to overcome the situations.
Being a woman, you carry the nation also. There is so much that a woman carry along. It's like carrying those professors, how they train the student. A woman train the nation.
Being a woman is such an encompassing experience. I feel like we have the best of both worlds because we both have the ability to, be decision makers, but we also have the ability to be very nurturing and caring. And that's what I love. I love my womanhood.
Woman means universe. In universe, everything includes. Woman is a mother, is a daughter, is a sister.
I love the fact that we're sensitive. I love the fact that we're powerful. I love the fact that we are focused. I love the fact that we can multitask. I love the fact that we're, so emotional, but at the same time, we can do so many things.
I appreciate myself as a woman. I am proud of myself as a woman.
I couldn't imagine not being a woman.
Even if you ask me to come back to this world, I want to be a woman.
Yes, there is a lot of challenges that actually come because I'm a woman. The group of all the artists, anything the artists are doing, and if a female try to do what the male are doing, they will say, you are a woman, why do you want to do men's job?
I faced very minimal challenges, fortunately, but I think once I entered the industry, I realized, the disparity in the way women are treated. I think in my industry, specifically as a presenter and someone who works in media, there's a lot of emphasis that's placed on, physical appearance. And that's something that you constantly have to deal with, and it's something that you constantly have to be aware of.
That recently somebody got a job for me because I do redesign and I do house redesigning. So when they told the woman that is a woman, she says, what, a woman?
I think one of the biggest issues we have is women supporting women, and I think that it's something that we need to promote more. Women need to support other women.
I didn't have a good experience as a student in the university.
The whole society, considers you as they don't give you that value the way they give to a boy.
I remember walking up to one of my lecturers. He was like, is it now that you find your way to my house? What do you want me to do? I said, okay, is that what you mean? I am going to, practice this profession to the highest level I want to.
Gender disparity in the society, it makes me really frustrated. Sometimes, and I think you realize how bad it is when you engage in certain conversations, with people who are not in maybe your same network or in your same friendship circles, because that's when you really begin to realize that people don't think like you. A lot of times we're friends with people who are similar to us. And I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people on social media, specifically on Twitter, and whenever any issue of gender comes up, that's when you really begin to see the way people think. And I think we realize that the traditions that we have, which are, so many of them are beautiful, but a lot of them are rooted in patriarchy. And the honest truth about it is that a lot of them just don't favor women. They favor men. And I don't think that we live in a society that's just when a lot of rules, a lot of ideologies, a lot of practices are favoring men. I think it should be an equal playing field. And for me, that's what's so frustrating about gender disparity.
Gender inequality is a big issue that we face today in Nigeria. A lot of women are going through this right now at their workplaces, at home. Everywhere, literally.
In those days, they will say woman has to go and cook. You are not allowed to just do whatever you like. If your husband have a bachelor, you are not allowed to have master. But now, a lot of the gender issues, they are changing.
Yes, it exists. Even in the government, even in positions, in appointments, it exists. So the government need to also think about the women, know we can do, and I know women can do better than men, because if you give a woman a job, she knows she has something to prove, so she works hard to prove it, that she can do it.
You know, in a family, if a boy is born or when a girl is born, there is a lot of difference. When a boy is born, there is a lot of celebration, and when a girl is born, there is, you know, they're just not so happy.
I think the government can help bridge this gap by including women in politics, governance. You know, that's one thing that we lack in Nigeria and everywhere else, to be honest. We need more women in politics.
On the government level, you know, they have to give equal opportunities to women and the men. The women has to be in every field. They have to give equal, you know, seats, like in the parliament.
They have to enact laws. They have to bring up policies that are favorable to the woman.
The power doesn't lie in the government, the power lies in the people. We are the ones who tell the government what we want to see in our society.
I will encourage the government to put more women in the key position. What the women are good at, because women actually, they put the whole nation together. So I would say you should put them in the key position that will benefit, and then they will use that position to help the upcoming women who are single, women, widows, area girls who need help.
At the moment, the government is helping us with women bodies. We're having women coming together and doing things, having associations, having cooperatives, being empowered, you know, financially. So now the government should encourage that more, giving out more grants, more funding for activities for women, for trainings. A lot of trainings are important. Then from the trainings, we'll be able to establish each and every one of us.
So I'm going through some issues right now as a woman. I think I've found this year especially that women are extremely strong.
And so for us to go forward, we have to, you know, we give excuses that, oh, we're taking care of children, we're doing housework, we have one thing or the other to do. But we have to overlook that, step over those as, you know, responsibilities and go forward, you know, to press on, to be able to do what we can do as women.
There are a lot of girls, you know, the young girls are coming forward in this field. I mean, they're coming forward and they're trying hard to flourish and to show that they can do something.
It's like the few women cannot do anything. So for us women, we have to show that we can do it. We have to be resilient, we have to stand, we have to be strong, and we have to go the extra mile.
I want to encourage every young woman out there to understand that there is absolutely nothing under the sun that she cannot achieve.
Despite the challenges as a woman, you have to fight, you have to move on, you have to continue to strive to achieve what you need to achieve.
My advice for every young woman today is to continue to press for progress in every aspect of their lives, both financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Make sure you package yourself in a nice way so you can be up there. People will talk, but give them something to talk about.
And as long as you're diligent, you're disciplined, you're hardworking, and you're willing to learn, you will most definitely achieve your goals.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there.
And press for progress.
I'm a diva.